back to TalentSprint series on most frequently asked coding questions. In this series, we are taking a look at multiple questions that have been asked in interviews and written examinations over the years. We are not only taking a look at the solution of the question, but also providing you tips and calling in our experts along the way to help you code better. In today's video, we are going to write a program to find the length of a given string. Now, those of you who know C would jump at the question and directly use the string length library function to do the same. Pretty easy, right? But interviews are generally not that simple. Your interviewer is going to make the question tricky by asking you to do the same without using the string length library function. Let's see how we do that. In the slide, as you see, we have written a function string length that is taking the array input. Now let me tell you, we can do this function with using arrays or with using pointers, and we are going to take a look at both. Starting with arrays, we have created a variable length to store the length of the string and a variable index that will traverse through the array. In our while loop, we are traversing till we reach the end of the string, and in each iteration we are adding into the length and increasing the index. So let's say, for example, our string has index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll start with index 0 in our first iteration, add to the length, then move to the index 1, again add to the length, and we'll keep on doing this till we reach the end of the string, and finally print the length. Let's see how we can improvise this program to make it a little better. As you can see, we have written a function string length that is taking the array as input, and we have created two variables, length and index, that will hold the length of the string, and index is used to traverse through the array. Now in our while loop, we are running the while loop till we reach the end of the string determined by this null terminator. And in every iteration, we are incrementing the length and moving on to the next index by doing index plus plus. Finally, we'll print the length of the string. Let's see what happens in the main function. In the main function, we have taken the string coding skills, and we are simply calling the function string length, which will print 12 in this case. Let's see how we can improvise this program to make it a little better. In this slide, you see we have used two variables, length and index. Length to hold the length of the string and index to move ahead in the string. But we can do both using only single variable. In the slide here, we have taken the variable index and initialized it to 0. Now we are moving ahead in the string of array using this index variable, and also since this is incrementing in every iteration, we'll finally have the length of the string also in the same variable, and we can return that at the end of the program. We have seen how to find the length of the string using arrays. So now let's move on to pointers. There are just minute changes in arrays and pointers, but somehow pointers seem to be more difficult. Let's decode the pointer program a bit. In our previous function, we were passing the array as input parameter. But here we are passing the pointer to the string as input parameter. Again, we have a variable length to hold the length, and in the while loop, we are traversing to the string through the pointer till we reach the null terminator. Inside the while loop again, we are increasing the length in every iteration, and also we are moving our pointer to the next location using str++. Fairly simple and pretty similar to what we did in arrays, just that there we were traversing through the string using the array index, but here we are traversing using pointers. And finally, we are returning length. The call from the main also remains the same. The minute difference is the string that we were earlier holding in an array, now we are holding in a pointer, which we are passing to our function. We'll take a look at many more interesting string questions that have been asked in interviews in our upcoming videos. So please don't forget to subscribe. Also, if there's some question or some doubts that you would want us to take up in the series, please leave a comment below or drop an email at the email ID. Thank you and happy coding.